Here we go. I want
Test, test, test. There we go. Now we've got microphone. I think. And now I've got live chat up. Turn down the game capture volume a little bit. All right, that's a little better. See what YouTube has to say about it. Okay, it's definitely live. Definitely laggy. That's fine. I don't know what it's doing to the audio though. That's a little weird. Using OBS Studio for the first time, and it's definitely getting used to it still. Hey. Yep, I'll be here. Okay. Let's see if the audio is working. I hope the audio is working. Guess we'll find out. It will be an adventure. Okay. Maybe that's a little better. We'll find out. It will be an adventure, everyone together. Assuming anyone other than my friend Grumpy on Discord shows up.
I'm back.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Good. All right. All the technology might actually be working. What an idea. How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Not too bad either. Been a pretty relaxed weekend,
Good.
which is the way I like it. I think I'm going to turn the music down.
It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I've got it on YouTube, and it should actually be streaming to Discord.
Oh, it should? Okay.
Yeah, I think I set it up to share to Discord too, but not to Twitch. I decided, among other things, OBS Studio does not have multi-streaming built in, and I'm trying OBS instead of Streamlabs this time. So we'll see how that goes. All right, good.
Surviving Mars relaunched.
Yep. Not bad. Not bad at all. And so far, my impression so far is that while they definitely still have, or rather, I should probably say they have new issues, because most of the old issues seem to be settled as far as I can tell. Like, I haven't had a crash with the game yet, and my biggest complaint by far that made me stop playing the original game after like the very first of the very first patch that didn't come from Hamiamont was buggy as hell, basically, in my opinion. And I know some people have actually said they did not see bugginess, so maybe not. But it was buggy as hell from my perspective. If you do, by the way, decide to go ahead and go over to YouTube, check on the audio there for me. Because while I am there, I've obviously got the volume down, because it would be weird otherwise. Yeah, could you please? I mean, who knows if anyone's going to join, but it's Uncle Mikey Plays. It's the Uncle Mikey Plays account. Yeah. All right. Yep. And I know it is live. I know that much is true. I'm watching it, but I don't want to turn the volume up. Yep. Oh, I haven't said anything yet. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but very quiet. All right, let me, let's do this. All right, I've got game capture and desktop audio on, so now it should actually pick, in theory, it should now pick up like when you talk, and as well as when I talk. And I've also turned the mic gain up. So let's see if that works. Give it a try. Go ahead and have a look. If you would please. Blah, 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 blah. We're testing audio. If you were just joining us, that's why nothing interesting is happening yet. Something interesting might happen any minute now.
It's certainly quieter than Discord, but it's
okay.
I mean, you can hear it.
Yeah, all right. Then that's what matters. Is people can hear us, people can hear the game. They can turn up their own audio. If it's really bad, someone will say something. If anyone actually joins, which will be cool. But I just when I stream, if someone joins, that's awesome. If no one joins and it's just you and me kibitzing, that's okay too. I am obviously not in this to become a professional streamer anytime soon. All right, let's get going with something. Let's do a GNU game. Yeah. I mean, like, the old game was not actually, like, a slouch visually, but they definitely improved. Like, they're taking full advantage of HDR for high dynamic range to improve the colors, and they've got a wider color palette. Like, I think they really leaned deeply into the red for the original, which does make sense, but all right, let's figure a few things out.
Oh, by the way, the only bug Quill has mentioned so far has been that his people who are Earth sick, when they're on the rocket to go home, seem to say they're unemployed, which is probably technically correct, but a little confusing.
Yeah, I actually encountered a bug that made me abandon the previous save, and I'm going to be more careful this time. But the timing worked out because it meant I could come over here and start a new session. I destroyed a train station. I did reconnect all the tracks. It says the tracks are connected, but the trains have stopped and won't restart. And the way that colony was set up without the trains, I had no good. I was having a lot of cargo problems without the trains. So I probably could have fixed it eventually, but I decided, this was my first new game since getting the game, getting the update. And it was going okay, and I feel like I understand the mechanics again. It's not the end of the world if I start over again and start streaming with it. So for next, oh, hi Jen.
Mike Shapp says hi. It's interesting that its default is 120%. You think the default would be 100?
No, like the default challenge is already a little hard. I don't think I want to go super hard.
Initiative get you? Wait a minute, what's the terraforming? I want to see what it gets you. Terraforming techs are 50% cheaper. Forestation plants don't require power,
which is cool.
Dozers from the start.
Also cool.
Interplanetary projects. I mean, it's obviously not an easy challenge, but
yeah, the biggest.
Because terraforming's completely new, right?
No, terraforming was in one of the was actually one of the last releases of Hemimont. Before it went over to Abstraction, I think Hemimont released Green Mars. I might be wrong about that, but that one actually was okay, one way or the other. Like, even if that one was Hemimont, that one wasn't too buggy. I never really fully got into it. I thought the balance was a little off. I'd started to get into it actually with the last save though, and the balance felt better. So maybe we'll do that here too. I want to see money wise,
like what interplanetary codex is.
Oh yeah, I can walk through them all.
So I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Ooh, not much money.
Yeah, that's like the overall challenge is not high.
Pairs laws. That's funny. Prefabs for assembly. Initial funding based on happy factions. Will remain as a Martian faction once the assembly is built. Okay. That doesn't excite me as much. But I don't know much about the law offices yet, or not law offices,
Yeah,
assembly yet.
so the thing about laws is some laws need to be prepared, so you get one cycle of preparation and then you come back later. And I'm not quite
That makes
sure.
sense.
Yeah, I don't entirely know why some do and some don't. But basically, that would mean that all the laws were prepared ahead of time. But the relatively low amount of money when I'm still reacquainting myself with the mechanics, I don't think I want to go with. Same with like anything less than the Blue Sun 10,000, or maybe the terraforming 8 billion might be okay. The easy mode, the very easy mode, is the International Mars mission, which of course um, gives you lots of money and lots of research right up front and a bunch of other perks. That's actually what I ran with last time, but honestly, it's almost too easy. Um, but it
So
was a good place to
space fly
start.
because we can't say SpaceX.
Right. Also, you can pronounce it Spacey instead, which is
You
cool.
could,
But
it's
yes,
really
it is
not.
right. But it is clearly meant to be SpaceX. Um, uh, that's not bad challenge wise.
Smaller cargo capacity, but faster with less fuel. I don't know. Smaller cargo capacity sounds
Yeah,
good.
early on, being able to schlep stuff is good. So maybe not. Let's see. India, low research. I like having a lot of research up front.
China.
China, yeah, China's,
RC Commander.
which is good. It's
Doesn't
always
have
good to
a
have an
target.
RC commander earlier.
Passenger rockets carry an additional 10 colonists. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that
Rockets
would mean
generate
you could.
twice as fast. Just because China's populous? Fine.
Yeah, I think that's it, honestly. And the founder
Skip
stage is
founder
skipped
stage.
if the colony is considered to have passed inspection to receive additional
Basically,
colonists. If
just
you
go
pass
through
that
more
law,
colonists
yeah.
over and
If you
over
pass
again.
that, yeah. If
Oh,
you
if you
pass
pass
that
that law.
law,
Okay.
it means you don't have to prepare it or work up to it. You get it
Gotcha.
right up front as something you could pass. That's maybe we'll come back to that. I haven't actually walked through all of these yet since getting the new game. I just went straight for the easy mode to start with. So USA, you
I
start
think
with
I
three
did
rockets, a decent
USA
amount
when
of
I last
yeah,
when I played the beginner, the non-relaunched.
yeah.
What are we calling the original?
Just I old guard. I don't
The
know the
original
OG
OG.
TOS Surviving Mars, the original series. Um,
Oh, they missed their chance. Relaunch is good, but Surviving Mars the next
Next
generation.
generation. I'll bet you
Oh,
someone looked at that with the same eye they looked at SpaceX versus Space Y and say, let's not.
yeah,
Let's see. Church of the New
that's
Ark.
bad.
No research per soul. Yeah, I'm not up for that challenge. I need research up front. I need the research to be moving before I've brought anything in to do any research with. Russia. Russia's hard. Russia's a 300% challenge. Even though you get all these perks up front. Rockets are slower. Rockets are
Because
slower, that's
apparently
why.
they can't do the math to switch.
I don't
I don't know.
know. I think I'm going to go with USA this time. All right, so let's see.
Oh,
Commander
oh wow, is
profile.
that a logo? That's a logo.
That is a logo. Let's. I wonder if we can change the logo right up front. There we go. Like, don't panic for a logo. What else do we got for logos? We've got a bunch of national flags, which makes sense because of the national factions.
So all the faction ones, and then just,
Yeah.
I kind of like One Small Step, the astronaut's helmet.
Yeah, let's do that one. That's fine.
It doesn't have any weird Doctor Who vibes at all. It's not gonna fit, my friend.
Nope. Nope.
bomb a base. Maybe the right number of L's.
All right. Let's pick a commander here. So rocket scientist gets us an extra rocket,
You don't need an extra rocket.
no, but you know what? Having CO2 jet propulsion early and being able to get the shuttle early is nice, even with the trains working better than they used to. So that's one to look at. Astrogeologist means transport tycoon. Oops, I didn't mean to click on it. Track construction cost half. Yeah. Bigger station, two small stations prefabbed, and large stations unlocked ahead of time. That would be nice because trains are cool, even if they are still a little buggy. What I really liked was the way they immediately spread out my resources. I wound up with a very spread out colony in that first game, and being able to do spread out resources without daisy chaining all the drone hubs ever, or using shuttles, which I didn't have yet. The trains were a nice way around that. Let's see, City Mayor.
Is underground stuff.
Yeah, which I still haven't played any of the underground stuff because that's something I definitely found buggy when they first added it to the expansion in the original series. But I do want to play with it now in the new game. Colonists regain sanity when underground instead of losing sanity, which that's interesting. Bonus prefabs, obviously, for being able to actually work with the underground, and underground domes early. I don't know if I'm quite prepared to sort of commit to doing underground this playthrough, but that's that. Which, if I were, that would be the one to go with. Obviously, same with like I'm committed to doing asteroid game, then space miner, geoengineer. If I'm committed to terraforming, which it's tempting to actually focus a bit on terraforming. Maybe we'll do that. Let's do that. Mystery.
I like doing mystery on random.
Yeah, I had been turning it off on occasion, but that's because I'd been through them all in the old game, and there wasn't a lot of variety. Yeah, because now that you've got the politics and the laws, you've also got factions.
Okay.
So let's see what we get for the factions. Unfortunately, I don't feel like we get a bit of a feel. Yeah, their quotes kind of tell you a little bit what they're going to be for, but it's not. But they don't tell you what they actually give you.
First, did they talk to JMS about that?
Mars will never
first or something like that.
Mars will never be free until the sands run red with Earther blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like between the Expanse and Babylon 5, that or Prosperity for Mars, or the Green Mars Coalition. Since we're
going to Green Mars Coalition, that's great.
Yeah, since we went with the terraforming, though, I feel like we almost have to go with the Green Mars Coalition.
Yeah, Green Mars is fine.
Rival colonies. I almost always leave that alone and just let it happen because, frankly, I ignore them a lot. I don't feel the need to keep up with the Joneses. I just play the game at my own pace. Once I get more comfortable with the game, I'll probably start actually competing. But I also don't turn them off because for the most part they don't get in your way. They just can get to certain initiatives. If they get there first, you can't get them. That's all.
Yeah. Quill actually had a mission pop up that was basically there's an asteroid heading directly towards one of the other colonies.
Uh-huh. And you have to, I saw that one actually.
You can deflect it by giving up one of your rockets.
Right. Right. So, there is a little give and take if you've got the rival colonies, but I don't feel strongly enough about it to turn them off or to reduce the number. Just leave it random, and 3 is fine.
I'm surprised 3 is the limit. I don't know why. I would have thought 4 would be the limit. But
that may be, like, I think some of the limitations they put in are to keep the game playable even if your CPU is a potato.
Gotcha.
I haven't tried playing it on a potato yet, but I think this will play pretty low. Like, I actually tried playing it on the Steam Deck, and if I'd plugged in a keyboard and mouse, I think it would have worked. It doesn't work well with a controller right now.
Yeah.
But some of that was also I was not actually using the Steam Deck in my hands, so I was using the Xbox controller, which doesn't have the touchpads to pretend you've got a mouse. I feel like it would have worked better if I'd actually been holding the controller or had the new Steam controller that's coming out next year. Because the new Steam controller will be an Xbox style controller, but it will have the touchpads as well as the thumbsticks and the D-pad. It'll have everything the Steam Deck has. So that'll be cool.
But there was a game that came out recently that a bunch of gaming friends of mine were all like, they dumbed down the. They were mad because it looked like they dumbed down the requirements so it would run on potato, and they were like, it doesn't need to run on potatoes. It's a game. You should run on gaming rigs.
Yeah, no, you gotta, like, if there's one thing, particularly with the push, the handheld push between the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally and a couple of others that have actually been successful, those are potatoes that are not going to be easily upgraded, and things got to run on them. So you'll notice that in Valve's latest announcements, the one thing they didn't announce was a new Steam Deck. They're not upgrading the Steam Deck. They're releasing the Steam Machine. And to be honest, if the price is right on the Steam Machine, I might sell on my Steam Deck and replace it with a Steam Machine, because I mainly use the Steam Deck docked to my TV. Right. And so I don't know that I need yeah, a faster processor docked to the TV. I'd still use the big PC because it's still got the super mega GPU on it, but that would be in the end better for my use case, because I was traveling more when I bought the Steam Deck, and I haven't been traveling much lately, so right. I don't know that the Steam Deck is still right for me.
You don't know what job you're going to be doing next year.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, I think we've made
You might want to see if you're traveling or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, I think we've made the choices we're going to make. So let's get the party started. And I actually very rarely play with the defaults unless there's wiggle room. And like, I want the Stirling generators. Oh, one thing you get if you do the really easy mode. I don't remember which faction it was, but the which sponsor it was. Yeah, but that first faction, that's the super easy default one. You get get advanced Stirling generators right from the start, which pretty much solves your power problems for the whole early game. Yep. Because you also have the ability to build them right from the start. So resource-wise, it's expensive, but you don't have any power challenges in the early game with those. But I'll go with this. Got a drone hub. Is there anything I would trade to get a second drone hub early? I don't think so.
I don't know if the orbital probes were.
Yeah, they're good. They're good to have. I think the advanced ones will do a deep scan. There's only 2 of them, but it means we'll get a deep scan on 2 sectors before we have to start slow scanning things and building sensor towers. The rest of the balance here looks good. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to make it work. Now, where do we want to land? Not a lot of concrete, a lot of water, a lot of metals. You can in fact land anywhere, and I have in the past. I've actually done the math from The Martian and landed near where because it's not marked out here exactly where in Utopia Planitia He is, or not Utopia. Oh, where the heck is he? Now I'm blanking on it. It's somewhere. Let's see.
Oh, in the Martian.
Serenia. Yeah, I don't remember where he is. Maybe it is up in Arabia. Somewhere up here. At any rate, I actually looked up the coordinates because you get the coordinates. So I looked.
Acadelia Planitia?
Yeah, Acidalia. Yes, it was Acidalia Planitia. Yes, which is not marked, but we know where that is. We have the coordinates. So I've actually set up at least once near Watney's home. Let's see. That's pretty good, but a little rough on the topography. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Mariner Valley. Good water, adequate metals, low cold waves.
Very low on threats. Yeah.
Very low on threats. The topography is still a little rough. Challenge is a little less. But I like having water.
Yeah.
That the other thing you get with the easy mode is you get a bunch of moisture evaporators early. And don't have to go hunting for water quite as much. Let's go with Mariner Valley. What the heck?
Sure.
What's the worst that could happen?
We could all die miserably.
Yes. Dead colonies.
I don't go on Mars. There's a reason I'm not invited on the Mars mission.
That's right. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell.
To Mars.
You were mentioning The Martian. Have you seen the trailer for his next book? Project Hail
Project Hail Mary. I have seen the trailer. I haven't read that book yet, but then I hadn't read the book yet when I saw The Martian the first time. I read it after.
Milestone completed. Sector scan.
An advanced one doesn't do a deep scan, it does a broader scan. That's awesome. I like that. That's good. Okay, so we've got an anomaly, we've got water over here, we've got concrete over here. That's not ideal having them that far apart, but we've got an entrance to the underground right here, too. So that's cool. And then we've got rare metals up there. We've got a lot of useful stuff close in. Good. Let us land. Where are we going to go? We're going to go... Whoop, that's not the button I want. I always forget the camera tilt controls. Also, you know what? There we go. Okay. So I want probably my first position because I want access to that water. We want the concrete. So the first landing is going to be over here, even though the early dome might wind up built a little further up to get at that rare metal deposit. Let's get some scanning going for the other parts of the plateau here. And I'm going to land... Let's see. I'm going to land right...
Water in one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. And now I can even save my drone hub for a little while. The underground! Yeah, like, just little bits and pieces they did to brush up the graphics. Also, like, the whole top bar looks a lot better.
A rocket has arrived.
That's an area where they clearly were like, okay, people are no longer running at 720. They're all running at 1080 at least. We can use the real estate.
Heavy drone workload.
Right.
Okay, heavy. Yeah, you know, it's a little whiny about the heavy drone workload thing. Where are all the drones anyway? They're not doing anything.
Drones are literally doing nothing right now.
Oh, because they have nowhere to put anything. So they all went in and they picked things up, but I haven't given them any storages yet. So let's put down a U depot. And that's right by some metal. And let's go ahead and bring it up to speed number 2. And let's go ahead and plonk our concrete extractor on the pad right away. And we need some power. So we'll put a Sterling... Honestly, we'll put the Sterling right near here, even though that's not really where I expect most of my infrastructure to go. But as a starting point...
I thought Sterling didn't like dust, though, but that's okay.
Did it give me a dust warning when I placed it?
No, it's just I thought the concrete...
Let me look at it again. It does...
The concrete thing generated dust.
It does, but it's where you put it, like... And it does give a dust... You know what? It may not be giving me a dust warning because it hasn't been built yet. So that's a good point. Let me put it in the middle then, because that's where a lot of the infrastructure is going to get centralized, as close to where the rocket is. And once that rocket launches, I'm going to put down a pad which will cut down the dust. So let's do that. We'll do that. And that was a bad dog leg. Do I want to fix
Planner
it?
Plays is so unhappy with you.
I know. Did you notice that? Have you been watching his Surviving Mars videos?
Yes,
because he's been doing a Surviving Mars series, and among other things, he's made sure to put his water pipes right over the power lines, right where they belong. And I knew he was going to do that. He's so predictable sometimes.
I've been watching more of his Anno series.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I have no desire to play Anno because I'm not big supply chain guy.
Yeah.
Research complete.
Like I know you can do supply chains in City Skylines, but like I usually ignore it because you can.
It's a little more important now that they've made it saner. But back before, like when City Skylines 2 was first released, and it was kind of just a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. You know what? Let's change the order of those because we want farms early. We want that. All right, so we've got research ticking along. I'm going to go up to speed 3 because all we're doing is waiting for that to build, and do not need to wait forever for that to build.
A building has stopped working.
Now, yeah, they got to finish building the power line, so we've got a load on there.
So one of the things I've noticed about City Planner Plays, who I've been getting more into lately, is he really likes to move stuff and decorate and all that.
Yeah.
And in some ways it actually helps him because when he takes the time to decorate, it also gives him time to learn if everything he changed is working.
Right.
Like, but what I wasn't sure watching Quill or City Planner Plays for this game, can you move stuff? Can you pick stuff up, or is it like
you can't? You can't in-game, and there is not yet a Move It mod that I have found, although I also have not gone...
I was going to say, that's got to be one of the first mods.
Yeah. I haven't actually gone looking for mods. Like, City Skylines and Skylines 2 are some of the only games that I've ever played modded. I just dismissed something I did not mean to dismiss. I was trying to click to place my dumping site, and it dialogue boxed on me, and I have no idea what I selected.
I was going to say, is there a history of dialogue boxes?
Maybe there is. Let's find out. Not there. That's the menu. That's the milestones, mission profile, command center, map, stages. No, it doesn't look like there is any way to look at your past messages. That's
Well,
bugger. Yeah, well, you know, it's all right. It's not your fault. I probably would have made that mistake regardless. All right, so let's. I'm gonna send the transport to collect some metal. We got some metal. Is that metal? That's just stuff. Let's actually make sure we've got some metal to collect first. Yes, I will build a sensor tower in a minute. I should have turned the hints off at this point, but it is good to get some reminders when I'm still relearning the game. Is there metal down here?
It certainly looks like it, but it could just be free.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, so let us send our transport to collect anything it can find and bring it back here. There we go.
My first experiences with modding was Civ,
Yeah.
unsurprisingly.
Shock,
But
yes.
mostly just new civilizations.
Yeah.
Not really gameplay modifications.
Yep.
In Civ 7, I've been using a little bit more UI modification because I'm not shitting on Civ 7 like a lot of people are, but the UI is 3/4 baked.
Yeah, that's everything. Everything I have heard is
Council
that.
session open.
All right, I guess we're doing that first. Political attitudes. So we've got 10 because that's our faction is the Greens. All the factions are currently content, so no one's going to try to cause us trouble. Here we go. Enact research stations as sensors. The research output of buildings in an area around sensor towers is increased. Of course, we don't have any research buildings yet, so that's not so helpful. None of these are...
Oh,
additional sponsor research. Yeah, let's do that. I do not feel like negotiating with anybody yet, so we're going to take our chances on it.
Vote passed.
India split. China hates us.
it's liked by a faction.
New
they hate.
faction
Okay,
opportunity.
that's funny.
It's very rudimentary. It's frankly, it's very early Civ kind of politics, but
Yeah.
it still adds an interesting layer. I'm going to go ahead and get my water down now.
Milestone
Means
completed.
we're going to need to get power up from the valley.
Sector scan.
Oh, you can't quite get them there.
That's interesting. It's because, but that's all right. We've got the drone commander. We can move that into place. And then they
I thought
will
it gave
paper
you a
over.
much wider range. I thought you were in range when you started.
The water is in range, but the power for the water is just
where the
out of
tubing
range.
needs to go is not. That's kind of hilarious.
But that's why we have a drone commander, is to paper that over. So I'm okay. So let us stop that. What are you doing to me?
We've analyzed material from the anomaly, and it completely validates our hypothesis on abiogenic petroleum.
I don't remember if physics or engineering is better.
They're both important early on, so yeah. We'll go with volatiles. What the heck? All right. Now let me. I can't get. Stop it! Stop it! All right. Power cables. Really? Why are you not letting me build more power
Is
cables?
the terrain too tough?
It's not warning me about terrain. I mean, it could be the terrain, but it should be warning me about the terrain if it's the terrain. It's letting me go to either side, but it's not letting me go up. It's letting me come down to a certain point. I probably have to do some clearing, is what it is. So let's...
Oh,
Research complete.
All right. What else do we want to add to the queue? We'll get seeds in the queue, since we are the terraforming faction. Alright. I wonder if I have to flatten that too. We'll find out. Old cables. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I just had to clear the site. Let's get back in line early. And we have a reasonably good amount of metal at the moment, so I'm not too worried about that.
How are your drone commanders?
Why aren't they doing anything? Oh, I don't have a depot in between, so they don't have any materials.
Heavy drone workload.
Did I get the overlap right? I think I did, yes. Actually, yeah, that was the problem, is it was out of range of the Universal Depot.
Welcome back.
So now I gotta wait until the drones actually put things in the Universal Depot that we want, and then...
From Devon. Hey, Kim. I just want to invite you and all your listeners to the first virtual Martian
I see
beer
the symbol for the
symposium.
underground now. It looks
Since
a little bit
may
like
be
a...
hard for everybody
looks a
to
little bit
get
like a
physically
monster.
we have
But it's
created
not.
a video
Yeah.
link with an augmented
It's
reality
stalactites.
Stalactites and stalagmites, yep.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. It will feel like we're all together regardless of where you are. Even people back on
Still
Earth
not moving
can
three
join
of
us.
your little dudes.
Just order the Martian beer
There's not a lot of material. They're waiting on metal and machine parts and concrete. Actually, they're at this point they're waiting on concrete. And we don't have a lot of concrete moving yet because the concrete thingy has stopped.
Is there
Because no, you know what? I'm wondering if
Council session open.
the storage on the
no.
back, the storage on the back of the concrete
out of range.
is just out of range, and so wow,
No.
wow, how do I paper this over without having to build another drone hub? Can I?
I mean, you can move your thing over.
Yeah,
Over
what I'm gonna do is get it back over here long enough to retrieve concrete for the storage.
Sector scan.
It will then get some of it will then get bounced over to the alternate storage, the relay storage. Then I can move them back and they can use all the concrete. Faction opportunity. Well, I want to build a fuel refinery anyway, so I'll say okay to that. And someone else opened the legislative session. Let's see if we can do that.
Vote passed.
All right, so we do not have to go through the founder stage if we don't want to. That's cool.
So, lesson I'm learning from this when I do finally play this is don't be at the absolute limit of your drone.
Yeah, so drones are the key. Drones, drone hubs, drone commanders, they're all the key to your supply chain, especially early on, before you've got trains, before you've got shuttles. And you do have to figure out your supply chain.
Building not working. That must be the water pump.
No, it's not. The concrete mixer has stopped working again because its storage is once again full. Because the main storage is now... Oh no, why? I don't know why that... Oh, I out-clevered myself even more. It was not in range of both.
Ah.
There we go.
Meanwhile, on Earth, the president of the United States is like, what is wrong with
What
these
is wrong with
people?"
this guy? They've been there for 6 sols and they haven't figured out their problems yet. Default.
They barely understand concrete. Jesus Christ.
Now, because the water site is
Funding
just
received.
in range, the drones for the shuttle will bring their materials there. But we couldn't get the power line built because it was out of range. And because there was no, and for a while there was
Power
no
line is
depot.
built now, so it can't be repaired, but it's been built.
Right. And once we've got enough concrete to build the water extractor, I may just go ahead, bite the bullet, and build
Heavy
another
drone
drone hub. I just need to decide where I'm going to put it.
But also,
Because if I'm going to put another drone hub, I want to see if I can put one that will get me, like, as much as I'd rather have access to normal metal early, having access to the good stuff. Oh wait, but there's the good stuff is right here too, so I could put another drone hub here also and be useful. I just want, wherever I put the next drone hub, I want to make sure that it is somewhere I'm actually going to put down a dome.
Research complete.
Or close to it. I'm also going to go ahead and put up a sensor tower. I forgot to do that. We'll just put one in the middle here with everything else. Because we're still scanning the first blocks yet. There we go.
Yep, you're getting water.
And now we have water, but it doesn't have anywhere to go. Let's build ourselves a tank. Make sure that's actually in our drone commander range, along with the rest of our middle infrastructure. So we've got a water tank going up. We'll need
Remember, for
pipes, of
though,
course.
Your guy again.
Yep. Right over the power lines, right where they belong. Thank you, Phil.
Sector
And
scan.
we'll shift him over here to get that built.
And they reach the storage from there.
I think so.
I don't think so.
You are correct. All right, so now we are. Oh nope! Now we're cranking away. And let's get a dumping site for the waste rock. And yes, it will be too far away from a drone commander right now.
Waste rock from the water?
Council
Yeah,
session
there always
complete.
has been. It's annoying, actually. And now, yeah. All right, so now I need to decide. Where I'm going to put my other drone commander, my other drone hub. I think I'm going to put him, because we're going to need a proper drone hub anyway when we send the rocket back.
Sector
I'm going to
scan.
put him here.
Doesn't quite reach the metals there.
Doesn't quite reach the metals, does it? Alright, so we'll put him like there. That still leaves plenty of room to actually build a dome. When the time comes.
Heavy drone workload.
We have a logistical problem.
Yeah, that's the drone workload problem, which, like I said, it's a little whiny about that. All right, what is our next? I like research. I like research a lot. Just to show you what the negotiation looks like, we basically would have to promise a faction to do something. It's a quid pro quo thing. I am researching the Martian vegetation tech anyway. And that makes it very likely that the vote will pass by a lot. Only China didn't vote for it. The Chinese judge didn't like it. We're going to go back in here and we'll change our research priorities so that that's going to clear sooner. And we will add that. Alright, so now we've got another drone commander. Almost. Another drone hub, I should say. Which means this guy can stay here semi-permanently and be maintenance for all of this. For now.
Until and unless you
right.
get another drone hub there.
Right. I'm gonna send.
What's your thing right there?
Which thing right where?
Sorry, you
this
can't
guy?
see where I'm pointing. Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing.
That was an explorer. I sent him to deal with an anomaly.
Oh.
We had one anomaly already in our field of view, and I sent him to deal with it. Now I'm sending transport to get metals, and then do we have it? We have another anomaly, so we have two more anomalies.
What's the key thing? That's another.
That's
anomaly.
yeah. Anything with a yellow background is an anomaly. They're just different kinds. Generally speaking, the keys mean they unlock something, and the flasks mean that they add research points, as well as sometimes unlocking actual technologies. All right. So until we send for another rocket, that's our drone loadout. That's what we've got. So now, do we have what we need to build for fuel? Do I have? Yes, I've got a prefab refinery. We're just going to put that right here next to the water tank.
Right near the
What
water.
could go wrong?
Cross-contaminate.
Right. What could go wrong? I do like as much as it makes them tempting targets for meteors, I like to keep my early infrastructure close together.
Yep. I fully agree.
It's just easier to keep track of.
Your drone hub drones are all your drones are still.
Well, they don't have much to do right now. The cement mixer is doing its thing. And this hub is in range, so they can start moving. They could start moving concrete over. But there's not a lot to clear from here yet.
Fair enough.
And we're already producing fuel.
Need power and water.
It mainly means power and water. But it's actually pretty crucial because I think it's also used for like polymer. Like once you start getting to the point where you can do polymer factory, you need the fuel refinery just for that. You also need it if you're going to do a greenhouse gas generator for terraforming.
A building has stopped working.
Gotcha.
Which we could build
Sector
right away.
scan.
We could get an early start on that. I'm really tempted to do that, even though we're still early in our fuel refinery. But I don't know if I'm going to. So what stopped working? I don't see anything that says it stopped working.
Concrete.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it now.
Storage space is really good.
It's full.
Because you have enough storage elsewhere?
Maybe not. This may be full. Yeah, that's at 30. And the aux pad is... there's enough room at that one. It's not in range of this hub.
Oh, the hubs don't share?
I did not. They should, like the shuttle should share range that way. One way or the other, one of the first things I need to do on the next shuttle is bring in another drone hub. In fact, if I've got pods, like I don't feel like I need to bring in a lot of other stuff and spend a lot of money, but I can bring in a supply pod, and I'm going to bring in 2 more drone hubs, and that fills up the drone pod, the cargo pod. But then I will have enough. I will not feel drone poor. Totally worth it, in my opinion, to not feel drone poor. Because this having to juggle drones is a pain in the ass. It's a big problem in the early game, always has been. It's part of the challenge.
Yep.
I remember the first time I played the game and trying to figure out why resources weren't moving and realizing it's because I was not putting depots in the overlap zone.
Planetary anomaly found.
You need to send your explorer to an anomaly, I still think.
Anomaly.
Council session open.
Oh no, that's not your explorer. That was your. That time it was your art. Well, you did need to move your explorer, but I was looking at was your other little vehicle.
The transport could be sent on another metals mission.
Too bad it's not more semi-autonomous, but
that can be done
there's a
later.
tech for it.
There is a tech for it. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the warning. Now it's warning me about possible dust contamination, so I'm going to make sure to load that. Yeah. Land that over here.
Legislative session.
Oh yeah, I should go deal with the Yutzes. Production of extractors. Yeah, that's all right. We're not ready for extractors much yet. I mean, we have some, but that one's... Yeah, let's not... Yeah, we don't want more waste rock, honestly.
Yeah.
Tech deregulation. Ooh. That fits our green initiative. Let's go with that one.
Vote passed.
Does China still hate others? Nope.
Yes.
My approval.
Oh, no, China liked that one. Space Y didn't like that one. Thanks, Elon.
New faction opportunity.
Thanks, Elon.
That's the first time he's been thanked for anything.
Planetary anomaly
I'm sure it's not
analyzed.
Elon Musk. It's like Elon Musk.
Right. All right, let us, now that we have it, let's build another drone hub. I really want one down here in the...
Far from drone commander.
Yeah, I can shift the drone, I can shift the rover if I have to get it built. One problem the game still has is it does not show you the range when you're down level, even though there should still be an overlap. So you got to guess.
I thought it was because it was too far, but because it's lower. Oh.
Yeah, and it's a little annoying, and
Faction
hopefully they'll
promise
fix
kept.
that eventually. All right, we're gonna
A
pause.
lot of things just happen.
Yep, we're gonna pause so we can deal with all the things. I think I am. Contamination from the water. Right there. That's the sweet spot where we're already in the range of the current drone rover.
You were paused last week up there and all that stuff.
Yep. And I'm going to put Universal Depot. I think the elbow was about there. Let's move it a little further over. I think that's better. Yeah, that's in the elbow. All right, so we've got the terraforming hints. We don't have any seeds yet, so we're not going to do the seed terraformer yet, but we can do greenhouse gases. Yep. What that means is once we have farms, even hydroponic farms, we can harvest specifically for seeds rather than having to import seeds.
Also a rumor.
Yes. The colony of China is going to complete the following milestone soon. Launch a rocket from Mars. We still have some time to get there first. about 15 hours, and we are trying to refuel the rocket, so maybe we'll get there fast enough. Let me increase the priority of that. I don't know if it's going to matter much. We've got enough drones to do most of the work, but still. What's our next faction opportunity? Research adapted probes tech. I think that's already in the queue, so that's good. At this point, we really do have all of our concrete mostly full, I think? Maybe? I don't know. We've got enough concrete on the ground that I'm not too worried about it.
Universals, so they might move concrete over to...
Right. Alright, let's get power. And now, even with the Stirling generator open, we need more power. So here come...
Here comes the solar rays.
Funding
And
received.
I want to save the second Stirling
Sector
generator
scan.
for later when I might really need a boost. The terraforming hint. Terraforming buildings are now available. Where are we for research? Adaptive probes are going to be done soon, so our faction promise will be made. Ooh, I like that. Transport rovers have more capacity. And more cargo space. I like those. I like those a lot. And then we were going to think about building... No, I'm still going to wait until we refueled the rocket before I start diverting fuel to a greenhouse generator.
Are your drone commanders in range of each other when you don't have the rocket?
Good question. Yes, they will be. The overlap is here. Without the rocket. The rocket actually overlaps all the way to there.
Oh.
So yes, that should cover us nicely once we're going forward.
Milestone failed.
Just as a test, I'm going to move the drone commander out of the way and see what happens. Yeah, I think we're still good. Yeah. We just don't have much to do right now.
That's fine. Just wanted to make sure things were going to work when the rockets go.
Right. Alright, so we are actually doing well on the road to being able to build a dome. Still shy on
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Well, the stored power will last all night. The stored power will
New
last all
special
night.
project available.
And I'm trying to resist overbuilding solar panels too soon. Maybe I will add one more. And maybe I will add one wind turbine. What the heck does it keep flashing at me? I have no idea what... Oh. I think it's drone overload that it's whining about. Alright, let's send our print...
Do you have any prefab buildings left on the rocket, and do they stay if you launch the rocket?
Yes. Prefabs enter your inventory immediately and do not have to be unloaded. So as soon as it's refueled, it can go.
Gotcha.
Council session open.
Getting closer.
Let's see, what else? I'm just going to go for the vote.
Crowded
Vote
living.
passed.
Because that'll be nice, coming in early, being able to stuff more people into the apartments. Especially if we don't have apartments yet and we have to do the smaller dwellings first. It will be nice to have some leeway there.
It's interesting that universal storage is some of each rather than it doesn't matter what you put here.
Yeah, and in fact, you can have up to 30 of each. But what it's going to pull as a minimum is 3. If it's available at all, it's going to try to pull 3. But like now that the concrete is in more demand for other things, including some maintenance, we're spreading that out a little bit. I think we're doing all right. And this is now 4 away from being ready to launch. And then as soon as it launches, I'm going to plunk down a landing pad, possibly in both these locations. Because the first dome's probably going to go around here. So having a second pad here for the passenger rocket. And they're getting ready to construct a dome. Do I want to get ahead of them? You know what? Maybe I'm going to get ahead of them. Even though it's not a priority for me yet.
Sector scan.
I cannot build that. I'm going to go ahead and build a barrel dome first. It's a little more expensive, but it's a lot of room.
It doesn't do the
No spires. No spires. That's all right though. Spires are not necessarily an early game thing. So I'm going to get the dome going, even though I don't have life support going or anything else, just to see if I can beat the bastards. I said I wasn't going to compete against them, but, you know, I am close enough in all my other resources to be able to get this going. I've got enough concrete, I've got enough metal. Oh yeah, it's flashing, you're right. All right, the rocket goes home.
Orphan drones.
Oh, drones, like, get away!
And the drones should all reassign themselves now. They shouldn't stay orphans.
Heavy drone workload.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah. Yep, just taking them a minute. It's all good. And I was going to build 2 landing pads. One there. One. All right, so we're moving right along. We're going to have enough polymers to do this. I might have to send for another cargo rocket now that I've sent that one
How
off.
many polymers do you have?
19 left, so probably not enough. So let's stock up on the things we're not likely to be able to do ourselves for a little while. I'm also going to go ahead and stock up on some seeds. That's half the cargo. What else do I want early? I'm not bringing in tourists, so don't need that. Do I need another drone? No, I've still got 1 drone hub. I don't think I need a second.
Moisture vaporators for the dome?
You know, we should have enough water from our water supply. Having one in reserve though would not be a bad plan, just in case. So what else? Let's start shipping in food. Even though we're not bringing in passengers just yet.
Getting metals yet? Do you want some metal?
Oh, that's a good point. Yes. I mean, we're pulling in metal from the environment with the transporter.
Yeah. But we don't have like a mine.
But we don't have a mine, and again, having a little extra won't hurt us, and we can afford it. So let's do it. Spend it like you got it, right?
Heavy drone workload.
All right. Once again, let's go looking for metal while we're thinking about it. Send our transport out for.
Too bad there's not a filter for it.
That'd be nice. There we go. Alright. And then let's look at the map. When we're ready to build another dome, that's where we build it, because then we'll be mining for metals. Good. I would have liked something a little closer to the Lucanol, but I'll take it.
What's the
What
red metal
else?
symbol up on the hill?
That means it's a deep deposit, which we do not yet have the tech to mine. So even if we were up there, we wouldn't be able to do it yet.
Right.
Let's get that, and that, and we'll build another sensor tower while we're at it. And we don't have any new anomalies to look at, so let us. Let's see.
Council session open.
Pause. We'll put up a sensor tower. Oh, I can move the drone commander now, which means I can, in fact, put this out here. And we'll draw the power line out. We're having a terrain problem. All right. I don't need to fix that right now. I just need to get to the power line. Diagonal in. And then our drone commander over here. And now we're being industrious.
Your legislative session is open. Just so you know.
Yep. Sensor tower usage policy to extra scanning. I like that idea. Not everyone else does, though. Maybe we'll leave it alone for now. Maybe we'll look at something else instead. Let's just take the vote. See what people say.
Vote passed.
Ah!
Watch the setting of birth restrictions. Okay.
Yeah, that used to be available right away, and now it's something you have to legislate.
New faction opportunity.
You know you have a rocket on the way and you don't have landing pads yet.
Yeah, let me
May not matter.
Heavy drone workload.
bump the priority on one of them.
Faction opportunity.
Yeah, research greenhouse Mars tech, which is in fact next. So we'll bump that up.
And you're listening to the Red Frontier. Now, I'll tell you about a true passion of mine besides...
Oh, and I was going to build...
Did you
I was going to build our greenhouse gas
the biggest beer
generator.
destination on Earth? Let's play the next song.
Milestone failed.
We did not build the dome in time. We got beat to it.
No, we still have 22 hours.
No, that's the first human on Mars. They built the dome in time
Oh.
before we did.
That's okay. You weren't planning to get the first humans on Mars anyway.
Sector scan. A rocket
I wasn't
vessel.
pushing for it at any rate. You know, if it happens, it happens. I wasn't going to necessarily push for it.
Oh, there's
Let's
another
go-
anomaly.
Yep, let's go look at that. And then how we come in with this construction over here. They
A
don't
building
have
has
enough
stopped
metal.
Warning.
Because of course they
Insufficient
don't.
resources.
Unexplored sector. Little weird timing.
The greenhouse gas is not running because... Oh, just because it doesn't have any fuel yet.
Heavy drone
We're
workload.
doing for power. We're not in trouble for power.
Like,
Yeah, we are not. We're not draining the battery overnight, so we're fine for power right now.
I'm gonna go grab my food. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. I'll be right here. That's too close.
Research complete. Breakthrough discovered. Heavy drone workload. Milestone failed. Warning, insufficient resources. Sector scanned. Warning, insufficient resources. Funding received.
We need more.
Cold wave approaching. Council session open.
No oxygen. Hello, hello. Alright, so the dome's done, so I'm going to go ahead and build the Moxie in the oxygen tank.
I have some food, so if you decide
Sector
to...
scan.
Oh, there's someone watching. Oh, it's me watching. I was about to say someone's watching you, but no, it's me. Because I left YouTube on.
Oh, yeah.
If I make eating sounds,
Ability
let me
stop
know,
working.
and I will
Okay.
mute.
Yep, we should be fine.
Warning. Insufficient
Yeah? Nom
resources.
nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom. Alright. So, power may get to be a problem.
Cold wave.
Yeah, I know. Not looking
Probably doesn't
forward to
matter
that.
when you don't have humans yet, but...
I'm gonna build some more
Heavy drone
wind.
workload.
Honk. And do we have subsurface heating yet? We do not have subsurface heating yet, so we just have to grin and bear it for a sol and a half.
Does it do anything when you don't have humans?
Sector scan.
Well, for the moment, we're not producing any more fuel. And the rocket is only partly full because we're also running greenhouse gas. Which, this is one of the things they've improved that I really appreciate in terms of the UI. Up here in the top, the terraforming progress wheels are much clearer than the old terraforming progress wheels. And tells you very clearly when you mouse over them what you get at each stage. Like, you get the temperature up to a certain point, you start to get sustainable grass, you start to get rain, albeit toxic, things like that. Certain point you can get water, certain point you get vegetation coverage. You get to 30%, you start to get actual sustainable forestation. It starts to generate itself. That kind of thing. But yeah, right now we are kind of frozen up for a sol and a half.
A brief message that there's a new anomaly.
No,
Yeah,
no
put away.
anomaly. Nope. Oh, there's a bunch of new anomalies over here. Oh, the other thing that I changed while you were gone is I moved the new sensor tower further in because it was still going to be out of range of everything. So I needed to get it into construction range. But it's still doing its thing well enough that we are getting these moved along pretty quickly. Which is what matters.
Oh, look at all those anomalies.
Anomaly!
You'll be unlocking breakthrough technologies. No one's business.
Yep. We already have landscaping nanites as a possible one to research. Which means I don't need drones or a dozer, which I don't have a dozer right now, to landscape.
Technology.
It does, except that the landscape is kind of a mess, right? Like, there's a lot of rough patches. And being able to at least flatten is useful to have early, actually. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the queue. I might bump other things ahead of it later, but I'm going to add it to the queue for now.
Looks like under physics, an advanced Stirling generator might be there just for next time. Oh, no, that's autonomous center, so there's never mind.
Yeah. That's still nice, though, because not having to run power to a sensor tower is nice. So let's see. Is there something I'd be willing to... You know what? I'm going to put that in place of the nanites first. Because we're going to want the towers... We're going to want towers up this way, and being able to just send the commander up there, build them, and then retrieve the commander, and only have to send the commander out again to fix them when they break, would be very useful. Alright. So we are still trying to wait out the cold wave. Cold wave has done a number
Mission
on
goal
us,
completed.
including the drone hubs are not running well during the cold wave. So as soon as I have the ability to buy, or you know what? I wonder if I can get a subsurface heater or two sent to me. No, they're not available. Oh well. If I could buy a subsurface heater, I'd have it sent to me on a supply pod. As soon as it's researchable, I want it. I don't think that's going to be for a little while though.
I bought the expansions to Surviving Mars, but I'm not sure I played them because I don't remember the little supply pods.
Those were actually pretty early.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had to do everything on a rocket. But maybe that was just
Warning.
No, they
Insufficient
added them in
resources.
one of the early. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait out the cold wave right now.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think I only ever played.
Yeah. But the very early patches or expansions included it. And it's nice, particularly when you are getting low on capital, when your funding's low, but you really need a boost of one or two things. You don't need a whole rocket, right? And then you don't have to refuel it. You just salvage it when it comes in.
Council session open.
Hi, council session. We're freezing down here. Shut up. Let's see. Exploration policy.
Yeah, is there a vote for not freezing?
There is not a vote
Vote
for not
passed.
freezing. Hey, we got a unanimous vote. Or almost unanimous, anyway. India abstained. Nobody voted no. We had some abstentions, but nobody voted no.
What was it for? Each scan sector receives 200 cents. Okay.
Because I want more research. I like accelerating that research tree.
Doing Quill, it's almost like optimal strategy.
You know, it's hard to go wrong in any game that has a research tree with optimizing your research tree. Yeah, so because the drones are currently stuck, because the drone hubs are frozen, they're not building more power, which means I'm probably about to run out of power just in time for the cold wave to end, which is now.
Hopefully they'll come back automatically.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
They should? I mean, the rocket can take command of drones if it has to. This rocket didn't come in with drones, but the rocket could take command of drones if it has to. But at this point, we're going to have to wait for daylight. There we go. Because the battery ran down.
Scan.
Yep, there we go. Now we've got power. Now we've got one drone hub that needs repair, but we had a drone willing to do it. Now we've got a drone hub up and
Heavy
running.
drone workload.
That can do the rest of the repairs and the unloading of the rocket, which had gotten installed. Everything else seems to be
Anomaly
working
found.
again. Good. Alright, transport. Let's find more metals.
You know, I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I did only play vanilla, because I think I was one of the people who thought it was a city builder in space.
Right.
Which it is.
It is, and it
but it's
isn't.
more survival than I was
It's closer to Anno and survival games than it is to City Skylines.
Research complete.
So we are making progress, but we don't see anything meaningful from temperature changes until we get to almost 20%. So it's going to be a little while with only one GHG going.
Heavy drone workload.
We don't have oxygen yet. Oh, right, because the drones are still catching up with them.
A building has stopped working. Warning, insufficient resources.
Right, because we are still having a power deficiency because we haven't gotten those windmills built yet. I'm going to prioritize one of the turbines at least, so that next time we have power, that gets built quickly.
Sector scanning.
More anomalies!
Heavy drone workload.
We've got a lot of metal over here. We've got a lot of good stuff over this way. I have a feeling... Oh, did it again. Yeah, I have a feeling our next expansion... Well, it's going to be tough. There's an argument for expanding to the north, where we've got a whole bunch of metal, and to the east, because we have a whole bunch of metal. What we do not...
What's the flask?
The flask is, if I build a dome around here and have a research station in the dome, it will boost research.
Ah.
We'll give you the song that will make you feel
What we have not yet found on the plane is another water source. You have discovered a new special project, Contract Exploration Access. All right.
New special project available. Research complete.
Good to
Heavy
know.
drone workload.
The dog thinks she deserves bread, but she doesn't.
I'm sure she deserves it.
And this particular bread is garlic Tuscan bread from Wegmans.
Then definitely not.
And I have no desire to get her breath after having garlic Tuscan bread.
Also, garlic is sufficiently related to onion that it's not good for dogs. I believe.
Did not know that. Not that I would ever give my dog onion, because again...
Right. Because dog breath isn't the sweetest at the best of times.
Oh man, when we got Indy is one of our former dogs.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one we got as a puppy. And he had puppy breath, which is special.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the worst smell I'd ever smelled. And Jen was telling me some people like it. I was like, those people are crazy.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah, no. No thanks. I do not dislike dogs, but dog breath I will take a big pass on.
Heavy drone workload.
Alright, now our power situation is better. I'm very much more of a cat guy and not ashamed of it. Why do we have two grids?
A building has stopped working.
That's odd. It says it's split
Warning,
somewhere, but I didn't
insufficient resources.
think it was split somewhere. So let's pause it. Let's see what we can find out. Power grids. So that all shows as one grid. Why does it think it's two? Unless it's... You know what? I think it's just because the Stirling generator's in the middle there, but it should still count as one grid. It's weird.
You can't make it show you grid 1 or grid 2.
I mean, I kind of can, but it's not showing me... It's showing the dome as a separate grid. Oh, because the dome's offline.
Warning,
Why is the dome
insufficient resources.
offline? I think the dome's only offline because we don't have enough power yet. Because not all the windmills are built yet. Oh!
Fuck that.
Oh! Because this windmill is isolated, this windmill is a separate grid.
Oh.
Funding received.
As soon as the intermediate windmills are built, it will not be an isolated grid anymore.
Sector scan.
Ta-da!
Up at the... Oh, already did.
Yep. Alright. The dome is ready for
Well, that-
buildings. Dome is ready for buildings. What do we want? We have apartments already, so we're going to do that right up front. Ooh, we get fancy apartments in this one. Yeah. We want a research lab. We like research. We want... Ooh, we can build a real farm. Let's start out right away with a real farm.
Farms are better than hydroponics? Or...
I mean, I may build a hydroponic farm as well, but let's get a real farm down. And then we need the usual set of, we need a diner. Because how can you be the cool kid at the diner if you don't have a diner? A grocery. And a medical center. Wait, do we have a bigger one? We do. Bigger one. And last but not least, even though we're front loading an awful lot here,
Warning.
research lab.
Insufficient resources.
There, now we'll have a pretty useful dome right from the start. We still need probably one more windmill. Or one more solar panel so that the accumulator charges up enough. Probably a little both. Let's do both. I do like using solar power where I can because all you need to maintain the solar panels is metal. And wind turbines need machine parts, which we're going to be importing for a while.
Actually, probably they don't take polymers or blades.
You can do polymer blades. That's an upgrade, actually. Alright, let's send Pegasus 1 back on its way.
That second landing pad.
No, all the concrete was being used by other things. And, you know, now I've got it
Used by all the
building...
things.
Right. And I did lower its priority. But now I will put it back to medium priority. I don't think I need it to be high priority, but I will
Heavy
raise its
drone
priority.
workload.
I want to look at how much trouble we're going to be in not having more water available. Okay, we've got a while before we have to worry about water. Just a little
Council
worried.
session
wouldn't-
open.
Probably wouldn't be crazy to research vaporators at some point.
Yeah, no, if it comes up as something I can research and build, I will. And I do have the
There's
one
nothing you can do,
vaporator.
can't anything.
Yeah, I do have the one vaporator in reserve.
That's true. Is there a way to see the underground layer before you actually try to do anything?
No, it's not available to us yet.
Okay. Enact colonists.
I don't like that.
They do not want to
Right, I'm going to leave it alone then. Let's see, heavy mining is still not well loved. Let's prepare that one. Yeah, let's prepare that one. I like that one. But yeah, I think we have to. I think we have to actually build an elevator
Warning.
before we get any
Insufficient
access.
resources.
And I don't think I'm ready. I'm like, I've got the resources I could do it, but I don't think I'm ready to.
No, that's fine. I just was curious.
Sector scan.
The one interesting thing about building it is it produces water. It produces water and oxygen like a Moxie and a Vaporator. So that might make it worth it. But it may only produce it for use in the underground. I don't know if it produces it for use topside.
Your landing pad is ready.
The landing pad is ready. We have places for people to live. So I am going to send for the... Yeah, I'm going to send for the passenger rocket. And let's decide what we want. We do not want any quirks. I don't want quirky people. Strange as that might sound. And we don't want any flaws yet. I want perfect people, or at least, you know, adequate. Don't care about gender. Sex, yes, have some.
You want at least a couple of each gender, so...
Yeah.
And,
we only want adults, I think, because youth can't work. Oh, no, they can work. So we'll bring in some youth too, but no children, no seniors. And then, what do we need? We need botanists. We don't need geologists yet. We need medics. We need scientists. And we'll allow no specs. Let's see what we get. We get a lot of no specs, and a lot of scientists, and a lot of medics, and no actual biologists. So let me just say that I'm okay with no specs and see what we get. Now we get a couple of botanists. A lot of scientists. Maybe that's okay. I'll find uses for them. I'm going to leave that alone. Here they come.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Oh, and we do not have founder stage, so I can send for more immediately. I don't even have to wait for refueling. Because I've got a second pad right here, although it's a little far from the dome. Meanwhile, I'm going to send
how
the
far they can run in their little...
transport over here. Pick up
A
some more
building has
metal.
stopped working. Research complete.
Oh, because there's no workers
Not
yet.
enough workers. That makes sense.
Because nobody's here
How
yet.
many people can fit in your apartment building?
24, I think. Although we boosted it 30 now. Because we passed that law. Oh, and next time around, you know what? I am going to... I don't think I'm going to build it yet. But when I'm ready to send for the second rocket, I'm going to send for geologists, and I'm going to build out the rare metals deposit, which is in range of this dome deliberately, because even though that isn't useful for most of our actual building, it'll make us money. It's an export. It's the only export we have at this stage. Oh, that's right. Yes, you do need it for electronics. Thank you. I had forgotten that. So that'll give us early access to electronics factory, which is usually a very late act. All right. Everything's just kind of moseying along right now. Got water. We got that sensor
A
tower
building has
sensoring.
stopped working.
Anomalies are normal. Oh
Insufficient
yeah, we probably have
resources.
some anomalies to anomaly.
Sector scan.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
there's still 2 more down here on the plane. I'm gonna queue up the other one. I forgot that I can queue things. Shift click.
Are you still scanning stuff?
Am I still scanning stuff? Yes, I've got 2 more. Scan, and then let's get the rest of the plane scanned. The edges here. Because at some point we'll have what we need to build a ramp, and we'll go up country.
Actually, it looks like you're going to need 2 different ramps, because it looks like mountains split the up
Heavy
country
drone workload.
to the north from the one to the west.
Yeah, either that or I'm going to have to flatten the mountains, and that's a lot of terraforming.
Oh, but it's all the...
Yeah, we just don't have people yet. All right, I'm going to...
No active research.
Oh, we burned through all our research queue. I like... Let's get that going. I I like needing less fuel. We're actually going to put that first.
Let's explore a...
We get more research. We get 100 research just for having the Explorer. I don't need faster drone. Yeah, I don't need that yet. But oh, subsurface heating. We want that. I'll bump that up too. And improving the Moxie. I like that. Okay. That queues up plenty for now. And we've got researchers coming in, so that's going to accelerate our sciences. Oh, and here they are. Everybody's here.
I do like, or at least in the original game, I don't know if they changed the graphics. I do like it when they go bounding across the surface.
Yep, they still do.
Sector scan.
Boingy, boingy, boingy. I'll slow it down. Slow motion. Bouncing around.
I also
New
like how they each
colonists
seem to
have
like
arrived.
take their first step and like wait a moment and be like, I'm on Mars! Oh, a drone. I was like, what came out of the dome? Jesus.
Aliens!
It scared me for a minute.
So we definitely have an actual YouTube viewer at the moment. Hello, child.
Hello, YouTube viewer.
Child of one of my friends is here.
Beat up my language.
It's not like they don't hear me swear all the time. For that matter, they hear their parents swear all the time. So, you know, it's all the same. All right, what do we got? Nobody's unemployed. Everyone's content. We don't have... Nobody's brought food to the grocer yet. But that should happen soon.
I was gonna say you brought food.
I brought food. Yeah, no, it's just I'm still running at the slowest speed. So there we go. This speed.
Heavy drone workload.
Oh right, it's just the one that isn't. And you know the drones are unloading the food, so nobody's available to actually bring
Warning.
anything in.
Crop failure.
Crop failure. We just got started. I'm also going
Council
to
session open.
add a rotation of seed crops because we have a real farm. We can spend some time growing seed crops, and we need more power.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Yeah, we still need more power. You know what? They never built these two out. I don't have enough drones, is what. I'm going to send a supply pod full of drones. Nothing but drones. Send me 10 drones. I want drones for Christmas. Hanukkah? Whatever. Marsmas. We clearly do not have enough drones going on. Let's go to the legislative stage. Wow, that's a lot of abstentions. We don't know where that's going to go right now. Let's negotiate for something. Build a forest. You know what? We're growing seeds anyway. I can promise to grow a forestation plant.
Vote passed.
Someone just tried to... Someone just asked to connect me on
Insufficient
LinkedIn, so I went over to
resources.
LinkedIn, which I don't do most days.
Uh-huh.
And in the notifications, it notified me of something you said.
Ha!
About recruiters not telling the name of companies.
Yes.
And I always forget how very different your industry is from mine.
Yeah. No, that like it is fine right up front. Like right up front, they've got an exclusive contract, or maybe they're not even exclusive, but they've got the contract. They don't want you going to the company's site and trying to do an end run around them as a recruiter, because that's how they make money.
Sure.
That's fine. But once I'm talking to them, treat me like an adult or go away.
No, it's more like me. It's like there's no such thing as a library that doesn't tell you what library you're applying
Sector scan.
Right.
Because my industry doesn't
Warning.
have recruiters.
Crop
I mean,
failure.
Right.
there's maybe a couple of headhunters that work in the library industry, but it's the same way I know a library. I know
Stop working.
a lawyer who is New York's expert
Heavy
library
drone
lawyer.
workload.
Right.
And they're great, but it's not a position that is, you know, there's a lot of not challenges, there's lots of challenges, not a lot of competition for.
Right.
So I think there's maybe a couple placement agencies for libraries, but it's not a thing.
Right. It's just not the same kind of thing at all. All right, now we should have a lot of drones to do a lot of work. I don't know who they all got assigned to. I think they all got assigned to the rocket because it was the closest hub. And then after that, they'll get assigned to this hub here when the rocket goes out. Which the rocket can go home. It's refueled and empty.
Warning. Insufficient resources. Orphan drones.
And yeah, they all got assigned to that hub. So great. Now, hopefully they can finish building all the things, including building out more power. And we are...
How's your concrete supply? It's been low in that deposit for a while.
Yeah, I think we're fine, though. It's still got a while to go. It's not very good concrete, but it's still got a while to go. Yep. More interesting, we're running low on polymer, and also the water is running low, despite...
Funding received. Research complete.
I didn't think we had a water problem, but the water is... We are slightly over subscribed on water, and we don't have an upgrade for it yet. So I'm gonna have to plant a vaporator. I was hoping to get away with saving it for later, but I'm gonna need a moisture evaporator to make sure that everybody is watered.
Able to drink. The Martians would like to drink, sir.
I think what it is I set up both kinds of farm and they both need water.
Right.
Which, that's fair. Also, we really did not have enough botanists for running 2 farms. I've restricted them to specialists only because no specs on farms, just not great. I've got no one at the diner and no one at the grocer and lots of scientists. Oh, I built 2 research labs. That's why I've got lots of scientists. I don't know if I needed 2. I'm going to leave them. We're going to be very research heavy, apparently. I'm going to bring in more colonists. We've got room for them. This time, though, I'm going to say I want no specs. Yeah. No specs to work at the diner. And we don't need more scientists, but we do need a geologist or 2. We need some botanists. I think we have enough medics. You know what? Did I ever actually build a medical post? I'm not sure I did, but if one way or the other, I think we have enough medics. So let's fill the seats.
Do you need any officers? I don't know what they do. Or engineers?
Engineers are for factories and officers are for security. So not yet. We still have too many no specs. Why don't we have more? I'm going to bump up botanists. I want botanists. Give me botanists. Thank you. Give me botanists and geologists. Thank you. And fine, I'll make it imperative for all 3. Oh, not enough. It keeps giving me too many.
Can you reject people?
I can. I tend not to do that way, but let's see. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lock in people. So now we'll have enough to run a shift or 2, and then bump up no spec. And fill the seats. There we go. That gets us most of what we need. Fill empty. Yeah, that's a good balance. Let's do it. Here they come. Good, they're on their way. I do need to build a forestation. Oh, I've got seeds. I've already harvested seeds. Good. I'm going to build a forestation plant because it is a faction promise. And because I want to start seeing some forestation. And because it's a...
Warning. Insufficient resources.
It's a pre-thingy. I already have one. Not enough power, though. I'm going to have to build out yet more. You know what? I'm putting down my other Sterling generator. I mean, too far from a drone commander. There should be overlap
A
there.
building has stopped working. Council session. Faction promise kept.
No, it's just outside the overlap. That elbow is just outside the overlap. Alright, fine. We will put the Sterling generator here. Here. Good. That will boost our power enough for now.
Warning.
Until I figure out
Insufficient
something
resources.
better to do. Yep.
Some colonists are earthsick.
Already?
You did prepare the.
I did prepare something, didn't I? I prepared this one. Nope, that wasn't the one. This one.
Vote passed.
Money!
New faction opportunity.
Colonists with no comfort get earthsick.
It's odd that that's happening. Oh, you know what? That is my fault. I didn't put in any parks already. Let me put in some of the small parks. Maybe we'll put
Warning.
a stone
Crop
guard
failure.
there. Also, the constant crop failures are probably not making people happy, but that's why we need more botanists coming in. Damn it, botany! Alright, so now we have forestation plant down. It's doing its thing. It's going to be a while before that does much, but it's doing its thing.
I think that they'll go back to Earth because I'm pretty sure the first colonists on Mars are going to be told you are never coming back to Earth.
This would, you know what? If we were founder stage and there wasn't going to be another rocket, they'd just have to suffer. As it is, we just lose one worker while they're being a pain in the butt.
Sure.
Let's look at this guy.
And I understand why.
Yeah, there was no comfort. There was insufficient comfort because the diner didn't have anyone to work at it, and so on. So yeah, this was just because I didn't have enough no specs in the early game. So that was me. I did that.
Say, Quill filled his first rocket with nothing but no specs. Because they could work basically anywhere.
Yeah. There's definitely something to that. Like, I don't think that's the wrong way to play. I just tend to like to have at least botanists. I don't know if I'm ready to build another dome, but I won't say no yet. No, but if you do it, then they're more likely to vote for you next time around. To vote with you. But I don't think we're ready to start building. Oh yes, it is time.
Insufficient resources.
Bring in more people. I mean, it is throbbing. It's valid.
A rocket is coming. Colonists have arrived. A rocket is departing.
All right, so we're unloading, and they brought food in with them. How much food did they bring in? I don't know.
Indy would sit, turn away from me, and then look back behind him over his shoulder to make sure I
Research
saw
complete.
All right, so now, yep, now we've got our farmers doing their thing. How much research do we have going on total? That was not the research button. That's the research button. So we don't have a lot of research from the buildings yet because we don't have enough scientists, and we've spread them out between two buildings. So I think I'm actually going to at least turn one of these off so they all get reassigned to the other one. Open up a second shift. Yeah. Yeah, that's immediately a bigger boost than we were getting from either one separately. Especially because a couple of the geologists not having anything better to do are now working in the research lab. I may may demolish this later. Oh, that'd be really quick. Oh, that's right. We only need 30 now. Awesome. And fuel overall, we're not way ahead of the game on fuel, but we're doing all right. I'm going to build a fuel depot so that we have separate storage, so that we don't have a point where the fuel generator stops because we don't have enough storage.
You also were thinking about building a mine.
Right. I'm going to build a mine for those geologists.
Resources.
And they call it a mine. Which I never did build a rare metals mine my last playthrough. Never got around to it. Let's see.
Power. Well, it's night.
It's night. But we're still not charging up the battery enough during the day. So I either need more solar panels or more turbines or something. I need more something. Even with this. Oh, you know what? I haven't opened the Stirling generator yet. But the Stirling generator is also only half strength. Now it's full strength. That's going to help too.
What about your first Stirling generator?
Oh yeah, I opened that one right away. So now, there we go, and we're charging. Yeah, now we've got enough surplus to charge pretty well, I think. Yep.
With me, Kim Tahi.
Bunch of nosy, busybody. What are we doing here? Doing all right. And now we're no longer getting crop failure warnings.
A building has stopped working.
Growing maybe not a ton of food, but enough food. You know what? I am going to go ahead and demolish the second research lab. I don't think we need it. And we're out of grocers.
Oh, you need to power up that one.
Yep, doing that now. And we're going to need a dumping ground. And a rare metals depot separate from the other depot over by one of the pads to make export loading fast. But also I need to bring in more people again. Fortunately, I still have 12 slots.
Warning.
I still have 12.
apartments.
I still have 12 apartments because we had 30 total and we lost an Earth colonist. So we have 12 slots and I'm going to use them. I'm going to go get more peoples. We're going to keep the same mix, actually. I think that's about right. Although, you know what? Actually, I'm going to add scientists to the mix. Lock, 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 lock. No scientists want to come with us? I'm going to do that. Apparently we don't have a lot of scientists who want to come with us. Maybe they're all weird. Maybe they've all got flaws.
They all came in the first few batch.
Let me turn off the thing about quirks. That's a couple more anyway. Yeah, it's good. We'll go with it. Yeah.
Which is good because you don't have a ranch.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Yep, that's true. All right, and yeah, I just haven't opened up the other two yet. I don't think I've got anyone to work them yet, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't have anyone to work them yet. I don't have more geologists yet. So I will leave those closed until the next rocket comes in, and then I'll open up another work shift, and then we will be making money. Because the rare metals extractor... No, but it's good to have because with money, later, as you get down the research tree, you eventually have the ability to outsource, which means you can trade money for research.
Gotcha.
And that's nice. And being able to basically order rockets until we can actually supply ourselves with stuff without
What's the
worrying
route
about it.
thing below the check in physics. In physics.
Physics.
Below the check. Yeah.
Sterling generator.
Oh.
Ooh.
I was gonna say you want more Sterling generators.
I do, but they cost a lot of polymer, and we're not ready to make our own polymer yet. But that is next over here. So if we do that, and then what else? Extractor amplification, because I want to be able to amplify the water extractor in particular.
Fair enough.
That's also a polymer suck, but that's okay. Yeah, we're getting a decent progress on our research. I was going to build another self-sufficient tower. I never did. I got distracted before I built another tower. Problem is, this is the furthest out I can do it without building another drone hub. I have the ability to build... Oh, I still have another drone hub. Time to decide which direction I'm expanding in. Because
no more water.
Because if I'm expanding to the north, then I'm going to want an interim drone hub in the middle here anyway. I'm going to do that.
What's the symbol
Research
directly
complete.
to the east of the metals symbol up there? When you zoomed out.
Let me go back up.
Sector scan.
I'm sorry, it's a concrete symbol,
Oh, yeah.
and then there's like a rounded symbol a little to the east of it.
Concrete symbol and a little to the east. I'm not sure I'm
Almost
seeing...
dead center of the map right now.
I mean, that's a mesa. Concrete.
You were hovering over...
Oh,
yeah,
a vista. That's a vista.
Okay.
That gives
people will be happy if you build there.
Yeah, if you build there and people live in that dome, then people like it because there's pretty things to see.
That might be a better...
I definitely think I'm going north with my expansion. I just need to figure out...
It's interesting that you have so little water, because I'm pretty sure water was the...
It said there was
biggest
lots,
center
right?
map.
Well, there's a deep deposit over here.
Right.
But I also don't have the ability to exploit deep deposits, even if I had the way to pipe all the way from over here. Right? But you're right. It said there was a lot of water here, and we have not found a lot of water on the plane. So either it's all going to be stuff we find with deep scanning later, or it's all up on the mesa. It's all up on the plateau. Either way...
Anomaly, but I don't think you can reach it yet.
No, there's no natural ramps up to the plateau.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like spending the time building a ramp. I'm pretty sure I have the ability to build ramps. I can build train tunnels. I cannot build... Interesting. I cannot build ramp...
Terraforming.
It is under terraforming, but I can't build tunnels yet. So I could build a ramp. But I could not build a tunnel to avoid having to build a really big ramp. I don't have that. Only a train tunnel, and I'm not ready for trains yet. Do I have the ability to... If I use up my prefab, do I have the ability to build more drone hubs, or I'm going to have to ship them in? One way or the other, I need it. Yeah, I don't remember either. One way or the other, I'm going to need it, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to send for the drone commander. Send it there, and I'm going to build a universal despot about there. Yep, perfect. And we are running at full speed. And we've still got that rocket coming in. So this should all work out pretty well. I do not think I'm going to make the faction opportunity in time to build a dome up there. We'll find out. I think if that drone hub gets built fast enough. Well, while I'm at it, let's see if I have the ability to build more, if I have to ship more in. No, I'm going to have to ship more in. And I don't think it's close on the research tree yet. I have faster drones. I have Explorer AI. But I do not yet have the ability to build my own drones. So, yeah, we're going to have to ship those in, and I'm going to do that.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Right now. I'm going to do that on... I'm going to bring in 2 on the cargo rocket. On the supply pod.
Running at a minor deficit of power, but I think it's nice.
Yeah, and it's not... We've got plenty in the battery at the moment. I'd still like more, but we've got plenty in the battery right now. And our colonists have arrived. I'm going to need one more job for all the colonists.
A rocket is arrived.
Open up the 3rd shift of the grocery store.
New colonists have arrived. Funding pursued.
Yep, and then I will open up that shift.
That'd be an interesting trait for...
Night Owl? Yeah. If we bring in enough
Heavy
scientists...
drone workload.
Be worth... I'll say scientists only now. Those are already
Council
specialists
session
only.
open.
I'm going to set this to be no specs only. Because at this point I do not want any specialists working food service if I can avoid it. We've got geologists working medical right now. We've also got no specs working. You know what? I'm going to switch this to specialists only and get the geologists into the mine. And our supply pod is ready to come in.
You may want to pause it to look over all the... because there's like a personal space one. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Barricade themselves inside their house. Jeez. Oh, that's interesting. There's specific, like if you were the city mayor,
Mm-hmm.
you have an option that you don't have because you're not
Right.
the city mayor.
Right.
You have too many colonists to agree. You're out of space. Let's want to build more living space.
I'm willing to build more living space at this point. Build another apartment. That's fine. We've got the triangles for it. Growing enough food. I'm not worried about food right now.
The legislative session. It's only got 13 hours left. If you care.
Vote failed.
Ooh, what is 50? What is 50-50 pass it or
Failed.
not pass? Okay.
Failed. The rest of the Greens didn't like it, or half the Greens didn't like it. I had defections from my party. I am going to wait to gather more exports before I send that rocket off. And I really do need to think about power still, don't I? Even with the 2 Stirling generators. I do not like how tightly balanced we are. I'm going to build... What am I... I don't think so. No, not yet. I'm going to build more solar and a second battery. Basically, this is all going to be for generating spare power at nighttime. That's the theory, anyway.
Research
That
complete.
works. I need to see where we have some more metal.
You also want to
Sector scan.
your supply
The
pod.
pod, yeah. We'll do that in a second. Thank you for reminding me. Right. Salvage.
Only 'cause you might want to land there one day.
Yeah, oh yeah. Especially because I'm going to need to bring in polymer. Like, I'm going to queue that rocket up now. Let's get more polymer going. Let's get machine parts because we've got a lot of windmills. We don't have any way to build electronics yet. We're bringing some more seeds. Those are light. I want more drones yet. Yeah, I'm going to bring in 10 more drones. I'm going to bring in a second commander too. Let's see.
Do you need either another vaporator as backup or a Stirling generator as backup?
Those are good ideas, yeah. And then what else? I don't need to explore fast enough to need a second explorer.
Do you want the Oh, I don't see it. I was gonna say the tractor, but
The tractor?
the thing that does makes ramps.
Oh, the no, we don't have the dozer.
Dozer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, because otherwise it's down to the nanobots that I'm researching and the drones for ramps. What else do I want? I mean, I don't have to have a full... Yeah, you know what? I'm also going to be spending a lot of money on this. I'm just going to launch it with what it's got. Maybe some more food as a buffer. We're growing food at a decent pace now, but I hate starvation. I'm going to wait until this gets...
gathering a lot of the pace of the
It's not too bad.
slope.
Well, we're producing 4.5 per soul. We haven't gotten ahead of it yet. Whereas the fuel we've gotten ahead of. Yeah. Like rare metals. Every time one is made, it's going straight into the rocket for shipment. I think when we get to 10, yeah, we're at 10. Oh, that's good enough. Let's send that off.
Insufficient resources.
I don't need it to be full. I just want to feel like I'm sending back enough that we're going to make some money off it, given that we just spent a lot of money on inbound cargo. Alright. How are we doing? Doing alright. We could use... We don't have a lot of luxury. We don't have any gaming or drinking. I didn't build a bar or a casino. And like the diner's not open all shifts yet. 'Cause I don't have enough people to work it yet. Next time I bring in people, I'll be able to open it up to all shifts. What else can I build to make them content? I really don't want a bar yet. Gym's kind of big. It's okay, but
Amusement
it's...
park sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably why you need to research those.
Yeah, we're not there yet. I could build an art store, but that consumes polymer that I don't really want to consume yet.
An electronics store probably consumes electronics.
Same thing, yeah. I don't want shopping yet for these people. Relaxation. Doesn't give them luxury, but it does give more relaxation and playing and in the other little square. It'll look pretty.
Research complete.
So the small fountain seems to have an arrow above it. Is that because there's additional selections?
Oh yeah, you can ask for a large. They compacted the menu so that anything that's related gets all put together. So like there's, I could actually do a large garden
so
that filled a whole triangle,
Yeah.
right? Which I don't want to do yet because I need the space, but it's kind of awesome that it is an option. Oh right, we got a dust devil up on the mesa. I still don't like heavy mining yet, but let's see if we can talk someone into it. I'm already researching that, aren't I? Both of these, actually.
Vote passed.
Okay, we squeaked that one by.
New faction opportunity.
Now let me make sure we are, in fact, actually, yes, Logi Hydrosynthesis.
I thought it was Logi.
What's the other one they
sure
want?
the
Logi
Drive. Maybe not.
I don't think it was Logi Drive. You know what? Let's go back and look. Faction Promise, Logi Drive, yes. Alright, so Logi Drive will be next. And then Drone Hub, yes. The ability to build drone hubs will be useful. Finally.
You want to move Logi Drive up one?
Yeah, I should do that. Oh, and we've got the landscaping nanites now, so that's fun. Let's get that cargo rocket down. Helps if I unpause the game. Let us get
Planetary anomaly found.
Windmill up here by this drone hub.
A rocket has arrived. Heavy drone workload. Funding received.
Let's
Warning.
go find
Insufficient resources.
some more ordinary metal. We do not yet seem to be running out of ordinary metal, which is on the ground, which is good because we're really not in a position to mine it yet.
I was gonna say we don't have any ability to mine it.
Nope.
It's all deep deposits.
No, we have that ability. Like the ones up here are not deep. They're just up here. Right? The ones to the north here.
I thought the reds were deep.
No, the red background means deep.
Oh. My mistake.
Yep. Red background means
Sector
deep deposit
scan.
that we can't access yet. And as soon as we have
over there is red on red. Okay.
right, and as soon as we have the tech to
Warning.
as soon as we have the tech
Insufficient resources.
to mine it, an ordinary mine will do, and so they'll turn blue. They don't need a special mine, they just need the right tech to go deeper.
Gotcha.
Alright. Let's that queued up.
You said you had the nanites now, so I don't know if there's anything you wanted to do with them particularly.
I'm tempted to see what happens if I like try to build a ramp over here with the nanites, or if it'll even let me build that big a ramp. Let's find out. It will be an adventure. No. Ramp must connect two terraces. Ah, there we go. I wasn't far enough along. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the nanites just magically do it. Yes, the nanites just magically do it. Oh man, I wish I'd known about that before. I don't think I've had it available before. So
That's not threatening at all.
No.
We're not gonna get into a gray goose situation ever.
What could possibly go wrong? Because now that I've got that, I've got incentive to start scanning up here, even if it's just to send the explorer up there.
Yeah.
And if we get
Warning,
desperate for water,
insufficient resources.
I can get to this guy.
Well, that's a deep. You have to get the deep mining first, though.
That's true. I need deep water extraction, which is separate from deep mining. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. We got a second commander, too, so I can put that... where do I need that? I need that out here.
Work under extreme conditions in this environment that doesn't really show its hospitable side too often.
The rocket's ready to go, but maybe wait.
I'm waiting for more... Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for more Lucanol here. Because money. We just spent a lot to bring in those resources. I'd like to recoup as much of that as we can. Alright, we've got 25 slots open for people to come in. We don't have that many jobs at the moment. How would we create more jobs? You know what? First I'm going to build yet another sensor tower. Because that's a faction opportunity. Fact.
How long does it take
Research
till the ramp
complete.
is done?
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to get resources up there without transport. I'd have to use the transport to get resources up there, which I could do. But, yeah, that's going to be done fairly quickly.
It's working it pretty fast. Wow.
Yeah, but I will put a tower over here, and I'm still going to have to truck in resources, I think, to make that work. But I've got the second commander now. So we will send the second commander up here in preparation. And actually, there's some metal here.
Sector council session open.
So the metal can be fulfilled locally, and I just need to truck in an
Warning,
electronics.
insufficient resources.
Money for research would be nice
Yep.
to have the option.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, that's almost half full. So we're trucking along there. Doing all right on seeds. We're doing all right on food. We're doing all right on almost everything. Polymer is a little short still. So the first factor, now that I've got, or I'm about to have, I've got low G hydrosynthesis. I'm going to build a polymer factory, and that's going to be the next people I bring in. It's going to be engineers. I'm going to get that going. Polymer factory.
Then go inside or outside?
Outside. Nobody wants that
You
shit
don't want
inside.
smokestacks in your dome?
No, really don't. The machine parts factory goes inside, and I think the electronics factory. But polymer factory goes outside. And I'm going to send for people. Passenger rocket, and this time around we want engineers. We will take scientists. We'll accept no specs. We've got one more shift we could assign geologists to. We just don't have it open yet. So I will allow geologists. Allow botanists. I think that's all we need. Fill the seats. Look at all those engineers. That's a lot of engineers. We will have no polymer problem whatsoever. But we're not bringing anybody else in right now, apparently. And you know what?
That's 3 shifts worth, right?
That's 3 shifts easy. That's 3 shifts and a little more, I think.
Well, people get sick.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to bring in a whole load of engineers. Bunch of nerds coming in.
A building has stopped working.
But let's face it, if you're going to Mars, you will probably nerd. Like the volunteer.
It seems likely, yeah. All right, my batteries are now 2 batteries are now easily full, which is good.
Good.
Yeah, I think our power problems are at least temporarily solved. We're doing okay-ish. We're moving along. Oh right, I need to figure out how to get... I need to get 1 electronic part. Why are you full of waste rock, Mr. Transport? It's a weird thing for you to be full of.
Because you told it to collect everything?
Maybe.
I don't know why you collect waste rock.
I don't either.
Insufficient resources.
I'm gonna dump that here.
Faction promise kept.
Then you need to transport 1
Oh,
electron.
no, somehow they got it up there?
No, that was you built that one already. The other one you want, yep, there it is.
Yeah, but it's still saying... Oh, faction promise kept. I wonder... I'm trying to remember what the promise was. Oh, the promise was build a polymer factory and research the low-G drive, which we did. Okay, good. Good. All right. And then that's... You know, I'm going to let that get all the way to 30 now. I can wait. Both pads are available.
You want to get electronic up to that sensor.
Right. So we are going to come here, and we are going to load here. And I do not need to load all the electronics ever, but that's fine. And then we're going to just mosey on up to where they need it, which is, where the hell is it?
A little bit lower.
There we go. We've got engineers waiting to land. Let's do that.
Sector scan. A rocket is arriving.
Look at all those bouncy people.
New colonists have arrived.
All right, now we're going to need
A building has stopped working.
3 shifts, or at least 2 shifts.
Oh, that takes 6.
Yeah, actually, it's just as well we brought them all in because we need 2 shifts worth anyway. All right, that's everybody employed.
Something says must be connected to a power producer. I think you're 1 away from the power.
Oh yeah. All right.
Warning. Insufficient resources. Council session open.
You're the council. Fight me. I'll go to the council session. I do love that we are able to refuel so fast now because we're getting ahead of it. I'm gonna build a second fuel refinery soon because I also want to generate more fuel for the I want to generate more fuel for the greenhouse gas generator and maybe build a second one. And so I'm going to build a... The main problem with that is I worry about water resources because we're already right on the edge of water production. What did I just do? Hello. Ah, yes, I can amplify now. Thought I'd researched that. I researched amplification. No, they've got to build it out.
Oh, it's an upgrade. Okay.
Yeah, they got to build out the upgrade. But once the upgrade builds out, we're in like Flynn. Let's build a fungus farm. Or research it anyway. Let's... We don't have any trains yet, so I don't need that yet. Productivity trading, I think we're ready for that.
What's crowdfunding do?
Just more money. Which, we do like money.
Oh, there's your dozer if you... Well, you have nanites now, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like the dozer's cool, but I don't think we need it for anything now that we have the nanites. We're getting a good amount of research.
What are the two at the bottom of engineering?
Smart home.
Smart home.
Micro manufacturing for electronics.
Just electronics over here.
Yeah, and then low-G engineering lets us build the bigger domes. And the amusement park. I'm going to queue that up.
And Trigon? That's interesting.
Dome. Yeah, there's a triangular dome, a larger triangular dome available. Good for fitting in odd spaces where a round isn't going to fit.
Gotcha.
Oh, of course, now it's being split between them. I'm going to prioritize this one so I can send it off. Also, let's see. We don't have anyone waiting for a place to work. We still have 12 residential slots, so I can send for another rocket.
You're still a little behind on water. Oh, they may not finish the upgrade yet.
I don't know that it's finished yet. Yeah. It has. Water production.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
We're almost full on the waste rock there, though. We should probably build another site that's actually accessible to our grounds. Might need... Okay, now we're...
Not using it full capacity due to lack of demand.
Yeah, I'm going to build... Yeah, now we're actually over... We're now over capacity. I'm going to build another tank. Because especially once I build another fuel refinery, we will be using that capacity. So I will build another tank.
A building has stopped working.
Gotcha.
Sector scan.
You ever build an oxygen tank?
Oh, I never put the... I did. Otherwise, we wouldn't have colonists, or they'd be dead. Moxie, oxygen tank.
Okay.
And our oxygen demand is like...
Your concrete waste oxygen.
Yep. There is a breakthrough tech that I can't wait to get to called waste rock liquefaction. All your waste rock can be turned into concrete.
What's the green stuff that seems to be new to the map?
We're growing things.
Oh, is that the vegetation?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Oh.
This thing is doing its job. The forestation plant is working. We've got just enough seeds. We've actually... Yeah. We actually have enough seeds to keep 2 of them busy right now and still have a surplus of seeds. But I'm going to wait until things are a little warmer. But yeah, we're getting a decent range of green stuff growing.
Nice.
Yeah. Like it's slow, but it's happening.
Looks like full.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
There's enough power at night, but your battery.
Yeah, we're not using up enough to drain everything.
You found an anomaly somewhere.
Research complete.
Up on the hill.
Oh, at the top of your ramp.
Yep. And we're gonna send the explorer up to go find it. Because we can.
There's also looks like there's stuff up there.
There's a bunch of...
I don't know if it is.
There's some metal up there. There's also a lot of waste rock up there
Oh,
that we...
wait,
that,
from the ramp.
yeah. Which we'll clear later. I've already got some more Lucanol up there. We've got...
I don't know with your nanites if you want to build a ramp up to the other...
Up this way?
Mesa.
Yeah, at some point, yes. Particularly if we get the deep metal extraction capability soon.
Yeah.
Then that's going to be a great target for a remote dome. Where we can where we've got a deep pocket for mining. I'm also really tempted now to build an elevator. Now that we've got a polymer factory actually functioning.
It's up to you.
I didn't want to do it until we were producing polymer. But now I'm tempted just to actually see what the underground looks like and see if I can get underground without crashing. Because that was always something that always was a guaranteed crash in for me in the previous version of the game, in the old game. Oh, it's machine parts, not polymer. I don't know why I thought it was polymer. So we're going to have to send for more machine parts because we're not ready to make those. And it's time for another legislative session. I don't know. I do like money. I also do like research. That's going to pass.
Vote passed.
Good. Good.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
I'm not going to build a second research lab. That one's full, finally.
Heavy drone.
Fly pod full of...
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, is I was going to send for a pod. Pod full of parts! Maybe some more electronics, just in case. That looks good. Especially since we're about to send 2 rockets back full of rare metal. We can afford to be extravagant, I think.
is your elevator in range?
It's in range of somebody, I think. I think it's in range of this one.
Funding received.
It didn't warn me that it was out of range when I asked it to build it, so I assume... Yeah, people are bringing...
Outside
drones are bringing in...
commander range.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it was in range of the rocket. Ah, I got outsmarted, or outstupided, depending on your point of view. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to build a new commander here. We're going to flatten terrain first. That's what we're going to do. There is a process here, clearly. We're going to flatten, and in fact, we're going to flatten that outcropping while we're at it. And then once it's flattened, we're going to build a drone commander down here.
Has stopped working.
And then we'll move one of the commanders over to build the hub.
You supply... Speaking of commanders, did your supply tower... Not supply tower. Scanning tower build?
Oh, yeah, it should have. By now. Yeah, long since. So this guy can now be moved. As can the transport, for that matter. Can't do them both at the same time. That's interesting.
No, because they're different functions.
Yeah, it's still interesting. So we'll get that moving, and we'll get the transport down this way in case we need it for something.
Warning, insufficient resources.
And then we will...
What is research points received? Put up there for a while. It's gone.
Whenever we scan, we get extra research points. Whenever we finish scanning
Heavy
a sector.
drone workload.
Okay.
No. What do we want to add? Passenger rockets carry 10 more colonists? I don't think we're ready for that much. Yeah, we're not ready for that much yet.
What's drone printing?
That means we can actually make drones without having to build more hubs. That, oh yeah, that's here. Let's do that. And that, and that. They're all expensive, but they're all extremely useful. Why is no one researching it? Because we're the off shift.
Warning, insufficient resources.
Next time I do bring people in, I need to bring in more researchers.
That's a lot of drones.
We have a Marsborn and it didn't tell us. We have 2 children and it didn't actually give us a ta-da, you have
Maybe
children.
when you don't have a founder stage.
Yeah,
Sector
I think you're right.
scan.
That's too bad.
Okay, that space is now flat. We can build drone hub down this way. Make sure we've got overlap with both our existing hubs that are this way. Put it right there. Give it its own windmill.
A building has stopped working.
Gonna have separate grids.
Well, once this is built, I'll connect it all up. Oh, and by a happy accident, this Universal Depot is going to be in the overlap zone for the new... Why are you... What's the waste rock about? Oh, the waste rock is left over from flattening the terrain. Nobody's carrying it anywhere yet because there's no good waste depot. All right. We can has elevator.
Switching maps?
Now we can switch maps. Not much to see yet.
Oh, that was exciting.
Now we can
Research
switch maps.
complete.
Do I have separate scanning down here, or do I have to actually send explorers down here?
Council session open.
I'm going to pause while I figure this
There's
out,
a
because
exclamation point at the bottom of them. I don't know if that tells you anything.
that's actually just a 1.
A building has stopped working.
I'm not sure why it's a 1 per se, but it's a 1.
Oh, I meant over in the middle, basically, not bottom, middle almost.
Oh, that's the council. It's reminding me the council's ready for me. I don't want to do any of this. I'm happy with basic diplomacy where it is. Exploration to applicants, I don't... I like getting research for exploration. So I don't want any of those things.
Just close. Or choose a law.
Yeah.
Vote failed.
50-50
Better luck.
again.
Better luck next time. Alright, so what can we do here? We can bring cargo down. We can bring drones down, but we don't have any prefabs at the moment.
Same as the game again, surviving.
Yeah. But I have at least 1 drone hub with a lot of drones in it. Probably more than 1 at this point. That's 7. Commander here. Oh, and I just built another drone hub too. So I don't need the commander here, which means I can send the commander with its drones downstairs.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Okay, so it's...
Sector
I'm trying
scan.
to look up what you do with it, like to see sectors underground, but I must not be using the right search tool.
I think you need to actually send. Basically, need to explore.
Send an RC Explorer down the shaft to begin exploring immediately. This will be a one-way trip for your RC.
Oh. I wonder if that's true for a commander too, because if I send the Explorer down here, I'm going to have to ship in a new Explorer.
Oh, that was... Oh, you can send the Explorer down without the elevator. That's what's saying.
Oh.
You could have been exploring this whole time.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Build an elevator. It will allow you to transport vehicles, resources, and colonists.
Right.
Without needing to build a new entry point each time. Underground areas are subject to unique dangers like Mars quakes and cave-ins.
I need to research the self-sufficient lighting so we can put lights down here. That's what I need to do. Alright. Which... I thought that was on my list. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we'll add that to the... We'll bump that up a little bit.
Anomaly found.
In the meantime, I can just send my RC commander around and it will find things.
But it remains dark.
Yep.
Until you have the self-sufficient lights.
But it still gives me... Yeah, but it does allow me to map what's down here.
What's the eyeball? There's two eyeballs. Well,
I think that's...
Yeah, that one.
I think that is an anomaly I can't get to yet because of the cave-in. I would need to use... Basically, I would need to use terraforming to clear the debris.
Sector scan.
I do have
They
nanites.
work down. I don't know if they work underground.
Well, there's one way to find out, isn't there? Rare anomaly. That's what that means, actually. So one way or the other, we need to get the Explorer down here. So let's grab the Explorer and send it down.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Oh, and the rocket really is ready to go. It is full to the brim. Now we have even more drones, which means I can.
So you do not need drones at the moment.
I can pack up some of the drones and assign them to the elevator, which assigns the elevator to be a drone commander downstairs.
Heavy drone workload.
Which means I didn't actually need this drone commander. Except I...
Hey.
Yeah.
Nope, someone joined and then left.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll be back. We'll see. Alright, so the Explorer is now available down here. Let's scan our very rare anomaly.
Hey, Drew. Bye, Drew.
Oh, did Drew try to join us on the voice channel?
Was on briefly, but muted. And then I said hi, Drew, and left. Maybe he didn't want to be identified. Sorry, Drew.
And my spouse wants to know what I think about dinner. We should eat food. That's what I think.
Food is always good.
She also asked me a half an hour ago and did not then come downstairs to say, hey, I asked you something, so clearly it's not that urgent. All right, what do we get out of the rare anomaly? We are confident you will lead the mission to success, Commander. What you need from Earth to make it so. Genius.
Probably knowledge.
Genius.
10
Give
new
me
genius applicants.
genius. Super genius. And we got some exotic minerals, which we don't really know what to do with yet, but that's okay. And we were going to see if we could clear this cave-in. We can. Maybe. Maybe not.
Council
You just
session
selected
open.
rather than no.
Maybe? No.
Objects underneath are blocking. Maybe your commanders, your explorers.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's get him exploring something else first.
No, it still says objects
Funding
underneath.
received. Sector scanned.
So now I'm wondering how one clears that. Because they do mention the theoretical ability to clear that blockage.
Yep.
But there's nothing obvious to do it with. Unless... we just bring the commander back, will the drones just start picking it apart for us? Let's find out. Legislative session. Busybodies.
Research complete.
What do we want to add to the queue next? Remote farming. Interesting. Hydroscopic evaporators. That will allow us to enhance the moisture evaporators we're using. And the answer is no. That doesn't do it. Or maybe it does. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Those are the exotic materials. The drones aren't actually doing anything. There's no progress.
Maybe we need a dozer. Maybe the only way to do this is with a dozer. Or a transport. Maybe a transport can slurk it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
neither.
Google anything.
Okay.
Some colonists are earthsick.
Oh no!
Not doing work.
Ah.
A building has stopped working.
Oh, we are having a power problem, and it
Warning.
caused our apartment
Insufficient resources.
to shut down.
Good.
And that is why we have an Earthsick colonist or 3. Let us deploy our spare sterling. Solve his... We found more exotic materials. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure I almost certainly have to send the transport down to collect the exotic materials too. So.
Okay. You have to research the
Sector
decommission
scan.
protocol.
No sector set for
Oh,
scanning.
sure.
Enable the clear button on cave-ins and rubble.
Okay.
There's also the salvage tool,
Warning.
if it's just
Insufficient
rubble,
resources.
I guess. Or you can use a dozer. The dozer has a clear tool.
Okay. Recruit. Building up working Earthsick. Faction opportunity. No, I don't want to launch satellites right now, so I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to send my transport downstairs to collect all the exotic materials we've been gathering.
Funding received.
And bring it back. Here for now. Should probably put a depot down here.
Research complete.
And we'll have the Explorer deal with this anomaly. And since they're not useful there, you did not. Anything else worth? Oh, there's metal down here. I'm going to grab that while I'm at it. However, the commander can move along. Try to find something else interesting. Interesting. All right. Look, more things together. Ooh, deep rare metals deposit, as well as a rare metals deposit. So when we start colonizing down here, there'll be things to actually do.
Seems.
Hmm?
It's just. It seems like there's so much to do in this game that's almost like you want to terraform, or do the mystery, or do the underground.
You know what? It's a fair point and a fair criticism. Like, they the game, the vanilla game was already like it had a lot going for it.
Yeah.
Already.
Council session open.
And then they started expanding with things like the underground and the terraforming and so on. And it's almost overwhelming. But it also, it's, you know, much like City Skylines, it also opens up a lot of possibilities.
Some
You can
colonists
do-
are sick.
right.
The building has stopped
With
working.
having a complicated game, it's noticeable that it's
Yeah.
a lot.
It means that some people are going to play some ways and other people are going to play other ways, but I think that's okay.
Like, I think if I were to start a game, soon, I would just pick at the beginning. Am I going to work on the mystery? Am I going to work on the underground?
Right.
Or am I going to? Well, maybe not at the beginning. Maybe I'd see if I had access to the underground or access to.
Right. You know, in this case, we chose the terraforming faction right from the beginning. So that was a no-brainer to focus on terraforming things. So that reminds me, I was going to build a fuel plant. But first, I am going to...
Warning.
Oh, I can't do it yet.
Insufficient resources.
I was going to upgrade my evaporators, but they are not yet upgradable. Didn't prioritize that.
You should actually cancel drone printing. You're fine on drones.
I can at least move it down. I don't want to cancel it because eventually I'm going to want that ability to make our own drones. Also, it employs people. As we get more people in fact, right now we've got 2 people unemployed. I can open up. Where do I need another shift? I need another shift in the diner. Because our children are growing up. So I had 2 unemployed.
How much do you have now?
Let's see, what does it say? 5.
5.
Which means there's at least 1 full adult Martian board.
Insufficient resources.
Nope. I don't think anyone's living that. I don't think anyone's living that long, honestly. We're not that great. Among other things, I'm not sure. Did I ever build? Yes, I did build an infirmary. Okay. It's mainly being staffed by, it's half medics and half no specs, but.
Well, that's fine. The medic and the person who brings the medic shit.
Yeah, the main problem right now is until I research and build a Martian university, I don't have any way to train Martian born. They're all no specs forever.
I mean, when do you need to research for Martian?
Yeah, that needs research. Ooh, I found more water. It's all the way up there. But at this point...
That's why you built the ramp.
That's why we built the ramp. Is so we could get up there if we needed to. And now we will need a chain of drone hubs, which means we will need the ability to build drone hubs, which I don't know if I have that yet. I was almost there. I have 1 more prefab. And I think I already have it. Engineering, drone printing's on the list. Drone hub, yes, I can build my own drone hubs. So now, at this point, I can build drone hubs to my heart's content. It's just resources spent to do it. And that will get us upland and the ability to get at this water when we need it. That is, it's not a great deposit, but it will boost our capabilities when we need it.
What is... I didn't know water had a grade. What's the grade of our first deposit?
Warning. Insufficient resources.
Low.
Also low. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much... That upper deposit's bigger.
Yeah. What are you guys doing over here? Why are you fighting?
Party.
What the hell are they doing?
Sector scan.
Is there a report bug feature?
Oh, it's picking up the it's picking up the waste rock from when we flattened all of this.
Oh, it's all those little bumps are waste rock? Okay.
But it also has nowhere to bring it yet. I never gave it a dump. Now it will make more sense, because now they will go get it and actually bring it somewhere. Except that, no, they're still going crazy.
Just more down there. Is that...
I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they may be trying to get to this waste rock up here. Which they don't have access to because there is no ramp. But I could just flatten some of this. Or not. Objects underneath are blocking construction.
Sector scan.
I don't know if that's going to do what I actually want it to do. Probably not. I might actually want to change that out for a ramp. Actually, if we want a ramp. Might also be too late. It is too late to build a ramp. I'll figure it out later. It's not that
Warning.
important.
Insufficient resources.
They'll spaz out.
If you're listening, game programmers, we need small ramp construction.
I could, you know what? I can shrink that. There is a way to do that. R and T will resize it. Just don't know if I can reach a level that it will consider a plateau to build on. Because it needs... It's green down here, but it doesn't have anywhere to go. There's no other terrace.
What if you try to flatten directly where the waste rock is?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Nope, save stuff underneath it. Wait, there you go.
Council session open. Vote failed.
Ironically, they need to clear excess waste rock before they can actually consider it flattened, and they can't get to the waste rock. I wonder if I have to send a transport up there. I wonder if I can send a transport up there. If the drones can't get up there, I don't know if a transport can get up there. But they're going crazy.
Home store.
Let's see. Ramp again.
One of the colonists should come out and just eat the drones up there.
Fling! Yeah, the problem for a ramp is that none of this terrain
Warning.
up here is flat.
Insufficient resources.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
not Vista.
A plateau, a terrace.
What's Mars reservation? I'm just curious.
Mars reservation? Where did you see that?
Research complete.
Oh, here.
Reserves
Yeah.
is Mars' original state. Okay.
Presumably it would. Yeah, presumably it would block it off from any of the terraforming. Yay! I can upgrade the evaporators. I had a second one, didn't I?
Yes. I don't know where.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the power lines, I'm pretty sure.
Funding received.
Or maybe didn't. What's that round thing next to the water struck tower?
That's fuel.
Sector
Can I put
scan.
The other hybrid.
Needs a search function.
Had an Earthsick colonist who decided to stay. That didn't even used to be possible. Once they were, it used to be once they were Earthsick, they were done.
Maybe you didn't build a second vapor in.
I don't think I did now. I think I'm holding it in reserve still. Yes. All right, then I am going to build it so that I can build the second fuel refinery, and from there build a second greenhouse gas emitter.
Can you set, this is a crazy idea, that waste rock deposit to low priority?
No. Don't think so.
I didn't know if you selected the actual waste rock. What's the plus?
No,
Nothing.
nothing. Yeah, there's
Trying to make
was-
the drones go less crazy.
it was an interesting idea, but all it's done is drive the drones crazy.
Warning. Insufficient resources.
What's going on downstairs, meanwhile? Probably not a lot. You're empty. I can go collect more stuff. There was, excuse me, more metal.
Oh, you wanted to see if you could get up to... Oh, that's the transport you wanted.
Right.
To get up to it.
But also, where's that blockage? Did I move the... I'm suddenly very confused. Let's look at the map. There we go. Yeah, I got lost. Oh, that's because I let them move on. They were not still marking the cave-in. Cave-in, there's still metals and stuff over here. This sounds like a bad idea.
That sounds terrible. Enough crazy for today.
I'm still going to do it, but I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to do. I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go with the middle ground here.
Yeah, don't. If you don't want your dome sprouting tentacles.
Research complete.
Oh, we're burning through research at this point. That's pretty good. All right. I'm going to queue up Sterling's.
Bottom of physics.
Atomic accumulator. Instead of the, it means the batteries.
The battery.
It's a much bigger battery. I'm going to work up to it. I'm not going to jump to it. Asteroid landers.
What's topography AI? Bottom of terraforming.
Drones work faster, but we're not using them anyway because we're using the nanites now. Yep. We might want the dozer. What we really want is decommission protocol, which we haven't actually got to.
I don't even know which tree is it. Underground.
There we go. Martian. Underground domes. Yep.
Ah. And what was the one below it?
Underground trains.
Underground trains. Okay.
Choo choo. I'm gonna hold off on these for the moment.
The university one.
But I want the university, so I'm gonna do both of these. And I'm just gonna let that all move right along.
Council session open. Vote passed.
Yay! We can do outsourcing now.
A building has stopped working.
What's the money situation like?
Life support
Warning.
grid problem.
Insufficient
Bleach
resources.
We've got enough drones. We've got enough. Oh, they dealt with it. The drones dealt with it already. Which does not surprise me. We've got a lot of drones going on right now. We're going to upgrade that right away.
Your water pump waste rock is getting pretty close now.
Yes.
That's something you need if you find it. Is the
A liquefaction, but I think that's a breakthrough. And we're not very far down the breakthrough tree yet.
You're not.
All right, so now I think I can afford to build another. Where is it? Here it is. Fuel refinery.
Sector scan. Warning. Insufficient resources. A building has stopped working.
Oh, it actually malfunctioned that time. What are we doing? How are we doing for stuff? We have an absurdity of waste rock, which we can't do anything with. Oh, we're almost out of machine parts. That would be
Time
bad.
for a lot of machine parts.
Time for a pod of machine parts, possibly a small factory. I wonder if I can do both. Just barely.
You do one more machine part.
And I'm going to send for more. No, I'm not going to send for more passengers. I'm going to stock the factory with whatever I've got for now, because I'm not ready to expand to another dome. And we're growing enough Marsborns now that we're running out of room.
That's good.
It's a good problem to have.
So the green doesn't seem to be growing anymore. So does it only let the green grow?
It does have a
where it is?
range. That's its range. It's growing in bits and pieces all through its range.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think it's okay. I'm not too concerned about it. We've got more than enough seeds that we could build a second one. Yeah. And dinner is here, so I'm going to tie it off there and go eat dinner, because it turned out when I did not answer, they just went ahead and ordered Italian because they know me. So I'm going to call that good, and I will talk to you later, JC, and anyone who was watching on YouTube, thank you for joining, and I will see you all another time. Take care.